Boosh. Alrighty. So, not all of you know this, but I have not seen the Little Witch Academia anime series yet, though I have seen the movies. So, throughout December, up until Christmas, I will be watching the series one day at a time, and I will be giving my thoughts after I watch it every single day, basically. So, just something to keep me, putting stuff out there, and, I get to see a new anime out of the deal. So that's fun. And just as a disclaimer before I dive headlong into this, I am going to be judging this show on its own merits, not on the merits of the fan base or what I see on the internet. Just I'm going to judge each episode as I see it. I'm going to judge future episodes, how they relate to the previous ones, and then I'm going to judge the whole thing overall once I'm done. So, knowing that, the first episode, let's see about that. It was, I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the pacing. It was rather fast paced, which, kind of to be expected. It's trying to introduce a lot of the principal characters right off, establish the world, give a brief backstory on this. It's basically your shoujo, not shoujo, shonen opening, and the main protagonist Akko is definitely a very shonen protagonist. She she sees something spectacular when she's younger and her dream she wants to become that thing when she grows up. Cut to her growing up, trying to accomplish said dream, yada yada. And I get the first way she tries to accomplish this is finding a way to the titular academy that she's going to be studying at. In a very Harry Potter-esque way, though they do differentiate enough so that it's not blatant ripping off. But yeah, basically find this thing that normal people don't know about, blah blah blah. And she does manage to find it. She's on her own for this, for the record, and meets up with her two friends, whose names I will remember in future episodes. But the nerdy one and the goth one, basically, I will learn their names. I promise. Bear with me. This is only my first time watching, okay? It's been a while since I've seen the movies. So yeah, she and the nerdy one actually share a broom to write the ley line to the Magical Witch Academy, which is a sentence I just said. But of course, shenanigans happen, and they and the goth one managed to fall out and into this forest, which was not foreshadowed at all, but again, what are you gonna do? Okay, it's not that. It's the beginning of the series. There's nothing established beforehand. There's no status quo. But no, yeah, they fall out into this forest that's very dangerous and very easy to get lost in, even for the witches and other people of a magical persuasion. And the goth one basically tries to end up using them as bait to get components for her poisons. Her gimmick is that she's big into poisons and potions and stuff like that kind of thing. I remember that much from the movie. So, and by sheer contrived happenstance, Akko manages to find the magical staff of her idol Chariot, which I can never not think JoJo when I hear Chariot in an anime. Oh, hi Polnareff. And basically, the basic things of, heroes determined, doesn't back down, tries to do good even though they appear to be powerless. Basically the same thing that happened in the beginning of My Hero Academia, only a little bit more textbook and not nearly as, I guess, organically done, I should say. But they end up, defeating the big monster that somehow got into a fight with, and end up at the academy. Like, right before the opening ceremony starts, and it was established that well enough beforehand that if you miss the opening ceremonies, you ain't allowed in. So they managed to get there just in time. And yeah, one of the teachers went to help them out so that they were actually able to get there on time. It wasn't that big of a part, but I'm sure we'll see more of her down the line. And again, I will learn everybody's names as the series goes on, I promise, guys. And yeah, the Akko, nerdy chick, and goth chick are roommates for the duration. And so ends the first episode of My Hero Academia. Overall, I wasn't a fan of the pacing, and there's the barest hint of characterization in all the principal characters. But again, it's only the beginning of the series, so I can cut it some slack there. Hopefully things will get more in depth as the show goes on, and it won't just resort to having all the characters be their character trope. And that's about it. I got 23 more days of this, so I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.